Welcome back to College Dropout, guys.
Sorry.
Welcome back to College Dropout, guys. Episode 2 with your lovely host, Julian De La Rosa.
Swag money, E-Man.
Whoop, whoop. Yes, sir. As you can tell from the title down below, we're going to be talking about girls.
Girls.
And when we realized, that our principles work and how to attract females and how to get the opposite sex coming your way.
Or even the same sex. If you want. We don't
Maybe.
judge you.
I don't judge. All right, so I'm going to talk about when first I started realizing that these principles work. Well, we got to talk about the principles first, right? So, number one, like we said in our last video, you guys probably saw it.
Hold up. Let me just put a disclaimer out there. Guys, I know my hair's a little freaky today, so don't judge. All right.
So, in the last video we were talking about, you got to have confidence.
Confidence is key.
Confidence is
Someone
key.
make that a t-shirt. Or like
a faces on it.
like a sign, like you put in like a white family's home.
Oh, yeah. Like, home is where you hang your antlers, but actually it says...
Confidence is key.
Yeah. Facts.
Or bitches be crazy.
Bitches be weird. So, basically, I started realizing that, I kind of got my heart broken in middle school.
Oh, man.
Like, it was...
From who?
We don't disclaim names here.
Who?
I'm telepathically telling you.
I don't know, dude.
Well, now you do.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways,
Jennifer?
Genevieve.
No, you know Jennifer from middle school?
Nah.
You don't know Jennifer?
I do remember her. She had fucked up teeth.
It was Jennifer.
No, it wasn't, dude. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I remember it was like
I can relate better if you just tell me who it is.
I'm not gonna tell you who it is.
Well, how am I supposed to weigh in on the story?
No, you can't weigh in on the story. You can just, have you ever gotten your heart broken? Like it doesn't have to be broken. I'm just saying, like, it could be like
been disappointed.
Yeah, like a little sad. I'm pretty sure everyone out there has received a text from a girl that kind of made you feel a little sad.
Okay, I felt that.
Yeah, that's
Usually
what I'm saying.
I'm the one doing the saddening. I don't really feel sad.
No, this happened like when I was like 13, 12.
Facts, when we were before the advancement of.
Exactly, and then here we are with.
Man.
Exactly. So, I remember I was like 13, 12. I was at my aunt's house and I was chilling on the carpet and I got this text from this girl that was like, she was like posting this other guy on her story and I was like, shit, no, it's not. I know what you're thinking about, but it's not.
I wasn't thinking about anyone.
And I was like, yo, I was like 12 years old and I texted her and I was like, I sent her something, how like.
Was it aggressive?
Remember,
what was the text?
It was kind of passive aggressiveness because like passive aggressiveness doesn't usually work, right?
It doesn't.
Anyways, got my heart broken. But when did you start realizing that you were kind of a simp and you needed to fix it?
Okay. Well, I don't know if I've.
You've never been a simp?
No. Freshman year, I had this this girl, and I would always make my mom buy things for her. Not make. I wouldn't make. No, I wouldn't make. I would convince. It'd be like, yo, mom, she just got out of the hospital for like, I don't know, her tonsils were removed, and I was like, mom, we gotta buy her, because I don't like to do like things like normal. So I was like, mom, we gotta get her a bear, but it can't just be any bear. It's gotta be a big ass bear, so like a huge fucking bear. So I got her like this big bear and like some other things, and my mom's like the nicest lady in the world, so she was like, all right.
Shout out Amanda.
Shout out to Amanda. And so I didn't realize at the moment, but now looking back, obviously I'm like, that was a little, it was a little weird. It was questionable. And I don't know if I've ever but after that, like, just maturing for me has made me into like a 3% man, as one would say. Like, cause before we met John.
Yeah.
Or before I met John, obviously you've met John before I did. Before like I met John, which is like 2 years ago probably, I was already kind of like on the path of like
maturing
and figuring out like what I need to do to make it because to make it like to this girl before every other dude. And I feel like it's just in the Van Dyke blood that we're all just like 3% man at like in the heart. But when I met John,
guys, wait, a little disclaimer real quick. Think about when you met John. 3% man basically means there's 97% of men out there that don't really understand attraction. Attraction isn't a choice. If a girl likes you, she likes you, but you can do things to increase that attraction, and you can say things that can decrease that attraction.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be like, every girl kind of starts around like 5 almost, but if you say
years old,
no, like she's attracted to you.
See, I don't know all these technical things. I just know what to do.
And she's like, if you say some cool stuff to her and some flirty stuff, and you say it the right way, it goes up to like a 6, 7. You know,
is 10 like the best?
10's like she's all over you and she wants to
live
with
okay,
you.
never mind. Yeah, usually girls start at 5. I'd say I didn't know there's a scale.
So, when you met John?
So when I met John at Taco Bell, John, these words stick with me forever.
Was it at Taco Bell?
We were at Taco Bell. You were with John. Me and Jason came there, and these words will stick with me forever. John's like, no, you know what, Ethan, you're a natural 3% man. Like you already naturally got that in you. I was like, man, you're right, John. Now I just gotta realize it, and then instead of realizing it after the fact, I gotta put it in the moment. So that's when I was like, okay, I already kind of do these things, but I gotta really just start like just doing them better.
Yeah.
So that's probably when I realized.
That's good. And I remember
it was kind of late, like it was like way later than you, but like I already like kind of knew how to do it. I just never like realized that I needed to do it.
Facts. And let me go get that book real.
Go get that book.
Facts. That book really is wild.
Yes.
So, realizing is the key, guys. Realizing is the key. Knowing and living and being born with it, like this kid, you know, either it's A, genetics, either it's A, you know, you just know.
Or how you were raised.
How you were raised, thank you. That's a good point. Because, like, if you have loving parents and they
Did
all.
you not?
I had loving parents.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like.
I had very loving parents.
Yeah, like
also.
if you had really loving parents, or even if you didn't, but you saw someone that really did, you could learn that
Once
way.
again, a little quote from yesterday's podcast. It's all about experiences and stuff like that. So
Facts.
if you got different experiences, you're going to be advanced in different ways.
100%. This is the book right here that'll change your life.
Coach Corey Wayne. You may not think this guy can pull a lot of girls, but this dude can pull a lot of girls.
Facts. And dude, you hate reading books. I hate reading books.
I have still never read this book.
Still's never read the book.
And I've I've watched one Coach Corey Wayne video. One of them.
Facts. I've read this book only once, and I'm saying.
Wait, let me say something real quick. Let me just say, you don't need to read this book.
Like him.
You just gotta, like I never read the book, but I said I realized
you hung around people that like
hung
really
around
read
you
it
guys
and talked about it.
Yeah, like John when John would like, even though John's got a little different approach, not an approach I would use.
It's extremely
he still
direct.
opened my eyes. He just opened my eyes on everything. So he taught me about being a 3% man.
Facts. Let's just throw in a little bit of like things that we've learned, like things that John have said or in the book. I'm gonna throw out 2 there. It's basically
One thing also, you can't get too hooked on that book, and you can't follow everything that book says if you do decide to read it.
That book is dangerous, guys.
It's dangerous.
It really is. I've heard of 2 stories that, you know, ended very badly. I'm just saying that.
Dudes get hung up in the fact that like they approach a girl and they think instead of being themselves, they only think, oh, what would Corey Wayne say? What would he do?
They start caught up and they start thinking like a robot, you know, like a book, and you should be yourself.
Yep.
Truly, I guess, be yourself. Number 2, you got to have confidence. Number 3, what's that one quote? It's I do what I do, and I answer to nobody. You know, it goes something along those lines. But basically, you do what you do and you don't answer to nobody, meaning you don't care about what the media. Yes, thank you.
Oh, that's the quote you were trying to look for?
Yeah, I live for myself
Oh,
and
I
I
always
answer to
do
nobody.
that quote.
Because you live for
That's my favorite
yourself.
quote.
You live for yourself, kind of just like if, let's say, you got girls and you're dating them and you live for yourself. You're not living for them. You're living for yourself. You're going on dates, but you're taking them with you.
Yep.
And you're answering to nobody. So if someone tells you you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be doing a podcast, you shouldn't be modeling. You should stay in this. You answer to nobody because you are yourself and you live for yourself.
Put yourself first. You also, like, when I say that, sometimes people are like, they think when I say that, sometimes my family members are like, they think that I mean just pushing everybody out of the way and just not caring about this.
But
it's about, well, whose life is it? It's your own life. You should put yourself forward, but you should also realize that others need help, and there's others in your life that are important to you. So you also have to make sacrifices for those other people. You can't just only put yourself forward.
100%.
But the main thing should be your life is the most important.
Because it's your life.
Yeah.
You know, and still love the people
but with
that you
your
love.
life comes in other people's lives, so you can't just push them out of the way.
Obviously, because like your
life's
life
not
is part of
completely
their
out.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It all ties in.
Exactly, 100%. That was well said.
Well, thank you very much.
Let's talk about some of the.
Did we talk about simps?
I don't think we have.
Let's talk about simp behavior.
Simp behavior, guys.
And
I've seen a couple of simp behavior before.
I've seen a lot. We have a friend that we could say even still is a simp. I don't. He's still a simp.
A little bit.
We're not going to point any name. We're not going to say any names, but he's still a simp. But it's okay.
We love him dearly.
We love him.
We love him dearly. And I wouldn't say a simp.
I would say
modified
Okay.
3% man. He's
True.
kind of like a 4% man.
Yeah.
6%.
I'd say like 10. 10%. He's still above average. he's still like I don't know, but
Tune in Sunday.
yeah. Sometimes he slips up. Like he can be a straight up like 3. He can be like a 1% man sometimes, but then a lot of the times he's just like
10.
That 10% man. He just kind of messes up and doesn't realize.
Once again, we're not sponsored by this, but great book, How to Be a 3% Man.
You don't have to read it. All right, back to simps. Well, we were on simps, but
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like everybody inside them
facts.
has a little bit of simp
every
inside them. Because like,
single person, every single man has a simp inside of you.
and you can't say differently because it's coming from 3% men.
Yeah, and
Anyways,
I was so sad. I'm like, I'm not a simp, dude. Like, I'm not a simp. Who's like, I'm not a simp, dude. But sometimes, if you find the right girl, a simp comes out. Like,
it comes out, and y'all
This past month, I've had a couple of simp things come out of me that I've been like, hold up, wait a minute, what's going on here?
And it's the fact that you're aware of it that makes you really start like experiencing more, and it's the fact that you're aware of it and you know that you were in the past that you start thinking and growing with yourself. Because like Ethan, you know, when you bought that teddy bear, kind of the same shit.
That was pretty simp.
Me being passive aggressive over Snapchat, kind of being a simp.
Kind of simpy.
So it's all about growing and being better versions of yourself.
Yep.
You know, every day just try to get
It's
better.
about the experience.
Every day just try to get
females.
better with females, you know? Like girls, like every single girl that you talk to is going to help you out. Like if I go and talk to a girl on the streets and she has high barriers and it's kind of hard talking to her, I'm going to grow as a person because I talk to this person and I'm going to become a better version of myself. So when I talk to someone that, you know, has similar interests with me, it'll be easier to talk to. Facts. Did we talk about attraction? Is it a choice? We did.
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue on. About the simp thing, I was gonna say something before, but I forgot.
Little disclaimer. Think about it. Drop in the comments what you guys want us to talk about in the future. Just any topics, any direction, any people that you want on the podcast. You know.
All right, I got it. So, I'm currently with this girl right now, and what are you laughing at?
I'm not. I'm just.
You kind of laughed. Currently with this. Ooh, green's nice. Currently with this girl right now, and we've been on very, very, very many dates. Like a lot. Like we've hung up like every single day for like 30 days straight. It's a lot of dates. Shut the fuck up. And fellas, about dates, you should see. It's like it comes along with the simp thing. Like don't spend a bunch of money. Like, you shouldn't spend a bunch of money on, like, girls. Like, you shouldn't buy girls a bunch of things.
Facts, because you worked really hard for this money.
Yeah, you shouldn't buy them, like, when they're like, oh, can you give me this, like, perfume? Like, nah, bitch, get it yourself.
Facts.
If you want to smell good yourself. You
gotta
to me, you already
put
smell fine.
You gotta slowly put
wanna-
them in their place, you know? But
Yeah.
you gotta also give them the love that they're looking for.
Yep. But then, for dates, you should really kind of be less, like, worrying about what money you spend on worrying about being a simp, because the date should be for you. Like, if I'm trying to go go-kart, if I'm trying to go karting,
Yeah.
I want to go karting for myself, but this girl just happens to be with me
To amplify the experience
Yeah.
and have some more
Yep.
fun, you know? Because
And-
she's a fun person to be around.
And if you're going out to dinner, if you're going out to eat, get some churros, get some fucking burgers, get some ice cream. If she
Whatever it
isn't
is.
paying for a little bit, I'd say a good ratio should be like 85 to like 15.
That's a good ratio, you know? I haven't
Or
really
a
heard
good-
of that ratio, but like
good
that's
percent.
good, because like
The dude should pay for a lot, like most of it. The girl
Facts.
should just randomly pay for some of it. Like, if you're
The
walking
guy-
in the
the
store,
guy
if you're
sh-
walking. If you're
you guys should
walking,
pay for more.
if you're walking into ice cream, if you're walking to Cold Stone, you're like, oh man, I forgot my wallet.
She should be like-
she shouldn't be like,
Mm.
oh. She should be like, oh, don't worry about it. You do a lot for me. I got you. And you'd be like, all right, don't worry. Or you'd be like, all right, I'll eat that ice cream up. Let's see how you eat the ice cream, bro.
I usually put it in a bowl and then I go.
Anyways, but yeah,
Nah, I like
on,
that
man.
ratio. 85. That's
find
good.
yourself a good woman.
Facts.
Don't settle for less. There's a lot of women out there, so don't just be settling for this one just because you think it's like the only girl. You gotta know deep in your heart. You can feel it. Trust me, you can feel it.
Yes, well said, Ethan. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That really was beautiful. We're coming around the time that we usually finish this podcast. I hope you really, really enjoyed this one.
Really.
Like
very much.
add an extra really, because this one was truly trying to give a little bit of advice, but giving a little bit of insight on when we realized we shouldn't be simps. And this whole world, really, it shouldn't be a 3%. It should be a opposite way, you know? Most people should. We live in a beautiful
I like
world.
it being 3% because that means more girls for us.
Facts. If you do follow the principles from the book, less competition for you, right?
That's true.
100%. Maybe we'll write a book in the future.
Probably. We will do it in the future.
Well, catch you on the flip side, guys.
Remember, boys, look for yourself and answer no one. And girls, too. Actually, everybody. If you don't identify as either, then just feel free to not identify as either. But boys, girls, others, everybody, grandmas, grandpas, even if you're a grandpa.
Uncles, aunts, dogs, cats.
If you're a grandpa and if you're a single grandpa and you're just coming across this podcast and we just want, you know what my goal is for this one episode? I want one man or female to realize that they need to become a 3% man or 3% woman.
Facts.
So, if only one person takes something away from this video, that's all I care about. Because, man, one person betters the world. Just like picking up one piece of trash. It's one less piece of trash. Even though there's like 80 million going out at once, there's still one less.
Pick up your trash, guys.
Yeah.
Catch you on the flip.
Stay green!